No, get down. Hello. Welcome back to Aftershock. We need to get this ink somewhere. Where are we taking it? I think we're taking it all the way back down by the garage. So, question then is, we come this way around, down along here, follow this path all the way through, and tried going that way. Maybe the shorter route, or do we come back the way we came, come this way around? Back down this wannabe road, down and around. I think for the sake of something new, we're going to go this way. Just because we haven't done this yet. And this might be a lot of fun while towing another vehicle that is broken and don't run. Could be a mistake. Could work out perfect. Oh, hold on. There we go. And then I can pretty much figure it out from there. So I need to refuel. Tank does have fuel in there. Rio, if I suddenly stop chatting, assume I just fell asleep. Sounds like a plan. Fortunately, I have a fuel truck laid out halfway around the block there, so. Hopefully I've got enough fuel to get to. Part that's gonna probably kill most of it, those dragging this thing up the hill. It's got 14 gallons in there, so it'll run. I believe I fixed that. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Come on, stay in the grass. These two to get to the top of the hill. There we go. Road level's out. Just a little bit better for us to drive on. engine off on the tank for now, just because it doesn't have much fuel. Save what we can. I mean, of course, that fell over, and I hit something that didn't let me by. That tree's not a winch point? Oh. Adrian, how you doing? Well, this ain't no good. It'll make it awful hard to rescue this if I'm stuck. It's the only thing I got that I can connect to is the truck. Well, I was going for the horn, but that's what we got. All right, I would have to end up eventually bringing something else up here to finish this piece. I can't get this out of this hole with the ankle right behind me. All right. So, man, it's getting awful dark. Guess that kind of throws those waypoints out. But should have. Take the Paystar out, which doesn't hold a lot of fuel. Hey, Steve, how you doing? Oh, too long of a chassis. All right, we're going to do it, but I'm going to try it without the crane. Tires. Gonna do it. Snorkel. Shouldn't need one, but we'll put it on anyhow. And we're going to go in here and we are going to uninstall the crane. I've only got 4,600, so that's not going to get me any of that. But it will get me a roof rack. All right. Time of day. So, of course, we already know how to get around all that. So I'm going to set my first point, and we're going to go backwards up the route that I had planned, so that we can at least find out what it's like. And over there. All right, we'll see if it's any less flippy without the crane on there. That's the rumor. Chester, how you doing, Chester? Never let it be said that I was unwilling to give Bandit another chance. How's Aftershock been? Challenging. You got to find the right routes in order to make things happen. The bad thing about using the Bandit is fuel may be an issue. I thought for some reason this had more than a 40-gallon tank. Usually, moving through it pretty decent. again, fuel might be the issue. In which case, I'll go with what I was originally going to do and never did. By recovering the Fleet Star back, then I can take the fuel tank off of it, put the fuel tank on here. See. There we go. Catching up on them trees. Now, I'm going to check the map real quick and see how close to the Fleet Star I am, because I may just top off. Yeah, I definitely don't want to end up coming all the way back around. That would be pointless there. I have to go up. But I think I'm going to run up to the Fleet Star, top off my fuel, and come back. It's not that far. Hello, VTech. How you doing? Like this port? Yeah, I hit the accept. Yeah, I definitely accepted the invite there, VTech. Of course, being that most of this route is in the snow, I wonder if I should have left the balloon tires on. That would have been a little bit better. Definitely don't think you're going to get in any trouble for driving too fast on this. Unless you're on the main road. Hello, Ian. How you doing? Jim and Dana. Love Snowrunner? Yeah, I find Snowrunner is a very, very enjoyable game. I bought it like 2.5 years ago, expecting a cheesy little game. Got it for 20 bucks. And figured I had 20 minutes to kill, so I stood up to start playing it and found myself 7 hours later still playing it. Can I show you the map? Sure, give me 1 second here. Let me get this a little more leveled out. Right, this is what I've got uncovered of the map so far. Got quite the little trek ahead of us, coming up around this trail to come back up here and rescue the A&K. And probably we'll steal fuel out of the Mastodon while we're up there. I really wish I could get the bridge and the roadblock there open, because it would make travel so much faster. But live with what we got. This part of it's not too bad. He says as he runs right back into some deep snow. Get movie star trailer. Got a radar range 1,300 meters. Oh, so let me know how it sounds, guys, because I turned the game sounds down a little bit yesterday. Someone was saying that it sounded like they were kind of drowning my voice out a little bit, so I turned them down. I only dropped it. I did have it at 100%. I dropped it down to 90. So I'm just curious if it sounds better or worse or what it's like. Giving Dana sub, thank you very much. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Welcome to my nightmare. Send the trailer on Discord. Alright, if it's not something I can download on PlayStation, though, I won't be able to get it, but I'll check it out. What truck am I driving? This is the Bandit. It's a KRS 58 Bandit. One thing that I learned the hard way is the crane that comes with it, automatic, you need to take that crane off, because it will fall over on you if you blink at it when it's got the crane on. I followed some advice I got, took the crane off, and it's definitely a lot less tippy. Got some weird tracks in this snow through here. The wobble goblin. Yes, the wobble goblin. Not much gas on it. No, there's not. It's the one problem that's where I see that might be an issue for me, fuel-wise. If I've got enough fuel to get where I gotta be, I can rob fuel out of the Mastodon when I get there to it to fill up. And I will fill up the Ankh so that I can run the engine on that and not have to just drag it. And I've got a roof rack, so hopefully I can manage to get enough to make it happen. Even if it only gives me enough fuel to get back down to the back to where the Fleet Star is and have to top off there again. Made your own steering sim today? Oh, that's cool. The guy that I work with made one out of PVC pipe before. Took some 2-inch PVC pipe and made a whole outfit where he welded a race car seat to it. Well, bolted. $0. It's a cool sim. Well, $0 is the best price. Well, climb up to the road's going to be a pain in the butt. Yes, sir. Yep. Slow slog through the snow. Again, you're not going to get any speeding tickets here. Gas is going down? Yes, yes it is. Down to 16 gallons. Well, I do believe that'll be enough to actually get me to where I gotta be. Again, like I said, I can top off out of the fuel from the Mastodon. That right there, if I had that crane on, I would have rolled right over. Alright, I think the main road's coming up. That's when I also got to get the Ankh back on its wheels. How many trucks have I got? Well, I can tell you here in a minute. Let me get up here to the pickup point here. I'll tell you exactly how many I have. Most of the ones I have, you know, this is a mod map. Most of the ones that I have are actually DLC trucks that I had downloaded. If I was going just off the ones that they gave me so far, I have 2. And I have all my DLC trucks, so I have them all readily available. We're going to have to pull that thing out of the way. May be easier said than done. He is not moving. All right, well let's take a look. I currently have vehicles owned, 29 total vehicles. Of course, the scouts don't really help much in this particular map. Well, let's see if we get the ink back on its feet. Ah, you bugger. Pull up here so I can do another run at it. Alright, you're gonna stay. That's the important. As long as that'll back into it. Should have shut that off first, but refuel. This for the bandit. There's it. Okay. Alright. And that just killed the whole purpose of coming up here. Well, alrighty. Looks like we are. I don't know why it does that sometimes. It will not give me the cursor. Alright, we're going to do that, but we need to get the Fleet Star back and just throw the fuel tank on there so that I've got fuel to make the trip. So, customize. We're uninstalling said fuel tank. Storage. A-Star. Customize. We're going to install said fuel tank. Andrew, how you doing, Andrew? Come to see how many trucks I can get piled up at the top of the map. Alright. Who jinxed it? Gareth? Gareth, where you at? I know you're here somewhere. This is a superb map. It really is. You just got to put up with my slack in driving. Can't believe I didn't even make it out of town. I am back. Didn't see where you left there, Dana. Is it Jim or is it Dana? Jim is fine? All right, Jim. Garrett's has got to be somewhere around here. Everything's just out of reach. Nothing. All right, we're gonna. Of course, the Lodestar's all the way over there with no fuel on it. I don't have any money to do any. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get some money real quick. We're going to go through some of the trucks that are going to be totally useless on that map, this map, like this one. We're just going to sell them. Got to make some money. This one, sell it. That one actually might work out on this map. This one, sell it. $49. Okay. Now that we got a little bit of money to work with, let's sell the other one here. All right. This little guy carries just as much fuel in his tanks as the Bandit does. Holy berries. Hey, Stu, how you doing? Come to watch me try to fish this truck out of the ice? Good. Glad to hear. Glad to hear. Yeah, I like some fishing. Can't tell if he's moving or not. Let's see if I can reach him from behind this tree. Jam myself back behind this thing and try to reach it. Pull a page out of MJ's book. Really? Don't come forward any. Just fall over. This is supposed to be a quick rescue the ink and be all good. We're close enough to the garage. I might just be recovering it back to the garage. We'll just have to see what we can do with the little guy here. Time of day. Nice bright sunshiny morning. Stupid bushes don't help it. Hate them bushes. Did I mention how much I hate them bushes? shortcut through there? No. Or even down to the path? Eh, nothing to make it look worthwhile. Well, we'll find out if these Pega tires do any good for running on the snow. Of course. At least the path is cleared. No waypoints necessary. The snow is deep enough for me to leave my mark. I'd say these tires are definitely better in the deep snow than the chains are. Sorry, Stu, I missed your last message. Okay, gotta get ready. Have fun and good luck on the stream. I'll slap that like on my way out. Well, thank you, Stu. I appreciate it. Sorry I missed seeing that. Doesn't always pop up on my screen like I like it to. Gotta keep trying to remember to look at my phone. Probably doesn't help when I get Facebook thinks it has to override all other apps. When somebody sends me a message on Facebook, it's got to pop up over everything. Make good time. I mean, really, now that I've got something that's got a lot of extra fuel, maybe I can work on getting the Mastodon out, getting him to pull that with the Mastodon. I just got to get it up out of the hole it's dug its nose into. Couldn't go backwards because I had the anchor behind it. I couldn't go frontwards because of the way the ground is. I have to shift out of high range. You know, fuel trailer up here would have been nice. Oh, there's one. Oh, look at that. Hiding around the corner. I want to save the fuel that I have in my tank as long as I can. Oh, this is that spot with all the weird tracks in the street. Still not quite sure what that's all about. There's definitely holes that you fall into if you drive into them. Color scheme kind of fits the part for a fuel truck or a fire truck, I don't know. Buzzing fire truck. Of course, now that I sold the few, I have less than 29 trucks. I could have took that money and bought something extremely OP to do this. But I want to try to start out doing it with some of the more vanilla trucks before I go into buying all the mod trucks. Still got that long, steep climb over there yet. Apparently I managed to not kill that tree running it over the first time. Of course, there's something wrong with the Forestry Service for allowing it to grow up right there anyhow. Alright, one more truck into the mix. He sits a little lower, so maybe not as likely to fall over. Tank's pretty much got to be just about out of fuel by now because it's left sitting here running the whole time. Drag it up out of there. It's not going to because it wants to fall over. It just wants to fall over. Oh, fuck. We're gonna turn that into. I'm hooked up on the stupid tree. Look. You don't get to fall over too. Need to get it out of the ravine first. Yeah, I'm not having much luck finding anything that can do it, but I think I've got it far enough out from behind the mastodon, I might be able to go backwards now. Or not. Stupid bandits right on me. Pull it. Get out of the way. Looks like I got myself a mess. Yeah, well, you know. Worse things have been known to happen. I got the bandit off of me. He's not in a position to be able to reach those tree branches. Grabbing hold of that stupid thing. Oh, that stupid thing. JJ, you're welcome in, JJ. You lurking? Just saying hey. Alright, appreciate it, JJ. This rate, I'll be here for the next 3 weeks trying to get my mess out of here. Reach crocodile. Had dinner? What'd you have for dinner? Had to be better than mine. Evil people. I cannot believe I can't get anything to move. What about you? Tuna casserole. I love me some tuna casserole. Living on my own, I don't make it very often because, well, I end up eating the same meal for a week just to get it all used up. Oh, good. Now I'm stuck to live on that stupid tree again. First we're going to turn that off. Pull it downhill, I'd be happy to pull it anything. Come on, get out of there. Started to move. I swung around the wrong direction. Started going. I just got to get it out from behind the mastodon. Really? Oops. Oh, that was helpful. That's definitely beginning to look like the quarry graveyard. I'm telling you, I think Gareth is out there lurking somewhere. He won't admit to it, but I'm pretty sure he's out there. Sure. Just try to roll over. Well, that just made matters worse. How did I get stuck? Well, it started out coming down through here, and I was pulling it with the Mastodon, and the nose of the Mastodon got stuck. And once that got stuck, then I had to come up here and find something to drag everything out with. And it just kind of snowballed. That's a bad road. Yes, yes it is. Well, the premise of this map is that this is after a major earthquake. Alright. Now I'm going to see if I can get into the Mastodon. Can't reach it from here. And back it up out of that hole. When I nosed in there, I had the other truck directly behind it, so I couldn't back up. Just kind of created a bit of a problem. I just should have took this side of the road in the first place. Saved myself, wrong button. I'm going to save myself a world of hurt. How did I get this truck? This was one of my DLC trucks. Let's go ahead and throw up the pants the rest of the way. I'll drag it out of here on the side if I have to. Fix it once it's out of this mess. completely destroying it. Do I have any repair parts? No, I don't. Not on this truck. This doesn't either. The Bandit has a roof rack that has repair parts. I gotta repair that fuel tank or I'm gonna lose all the fuel I just put in. All right, well, we're just going to lose the fuel and I'll drag it behind me. There's way too much screwing around. Seems to be behaving itself now. Alright, we're going to see if we can get it turned around facing the right way. Actually, I lost quite a bit on that because I had it full. I lost 16 gallons. Keep the windskin nice and tight. This, I believe, is the turn off. That route take? Oh, that's just a bypass around there, which is useless without that bridge. I need to bring the time of day back around. Ah! Hit my button too much. There, it'll start to get lighter soon. fix the bridge. I don't have that contract unlocked yet. We've got them kind of a one at a time thing. Probably before going after any of the vehicles, I probably should have moved my way down that list to get to that point. Beating that angle up like I am, it's going to be nothing but a hunk of scrap metal by the time I get it back down there. Not going to worry about fuel. I think I got plenty there. Not gonna like this. Made it over just fine. Thought for sure that was gonna be damaged. Yeah, I'm almost back to the airport. So I think after we get this one back, we're going to work on some of those other contracts. See if we can't find the one that gets the bridge fixed. And look at that. Decided it didn't want to lay down no more. It's going to play nice. Yeah, she's pretty beat up. I only had 4 tires with me, so yeah, fixed the 4 front, but the 2 back was destroyed. Got it easy now. We'll head to bed. See you, Mom. All right, thanks, Steve. We'll see you later. That's the one bad thing about the Mastodon. You got all that nose on the tire. You get too steep of a dip, the nose is digging in. The other bad thing is the inability to change the tire. Change the description. Oh yeah, that's right. It still has stuff for return to Michigan in there, doesn't it? Thank you, Steve. Thanks for reminding me. Left that there. I'm still going to continue to blame Garrett. And he's a little bit further up. A little bit wider gap. The rock goes up like this paint thicker. These trees here. up here and reconnect the wind. That would help. Hey Blaine, how you doing? I'm just hoping they don't expect me to turn this in all one piece. Good. I'm doing pretty good myself. Spent pretty much the last hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes, something like that, trying to fish this anchor off the top of the mountain. I thought I had the hard part done yesterday when I got it off the ice stick, but no such luck. Alright. In the distance, I'm sure glad they spotted that truck. The driver wouldn't have lasted long out there. 1,500 XP, 15,000 cash. We will take that. And now we will drag it across the street, get it in the garage. Well, I still have 2 more trucks left up there where this was at. Have to see about getting them back. Wrong button. This button. Yeah. So much for everything I did for it. Killed everything on there on the way back. Yeah. What do I got? Still got 3 good tires. Now they're all fixed. Alright. Next. Cola Expedition. Find the cam. See, I don't even know which one is going to do the bridge. Find the camp. That's actually not too hard to do because I have... Wait, they're both laying on their side, aren't they? Or was the crocodile still up? If the crocodile's still on its wheels, we can get over there and knock that one out quick. So we will accept that. Be on your wheels, be on your wheels. Yes, it's on its wheels. parking doesn't fit. Not sure how far down the line of contracts that it's going to be to take care of the bridge and the rock slide. Both of those two things getting taken care of make life so much easier. I mean, you still got to deal with that section of road right there. Definitely beat the heck out of driving through all the other mess. I believe this is where you got to take it to once you get rescued. Alright, find the camp. So this place will do. Out of the wind, enough open area. Need our supplies brought up from the airport now. 2,000 XP, 20,000 cash. So, swing the truck around out of the way. Alright, now let's see what we got. The supply run is get back to the airport main camp, which isn't hard to do because I can simply drive right over there. Communication lines is delivering that. Chopper down. Go to a crash site. What in the world does the bridge and... Are they tasks? I just gotta drive up to them? I haven't... Well, I drove up to it from... Let's rotate the map around. I drove up to it from the west side. Not from the east side. None of these seem to be... That's warehouse access. Cat 745C's got to get rescued. That one. See, that I've got a complete supply run, which is the next one in line. So that's what I got to do. Is we got to get supply run completed. We're gonna have to accept that. And supply run is just simply getting to the airport. All right. Oops. Okay. Don't know if. Yes, Aftershock is a Remo map, Andrew. Looks like we're pretty well set up on everything else. And again, no. Oh, you know what else? I'm going to take care of getting this out of the water. Not that I don't need a fuel truck over there, but just gonna have to go wait. Look at the bushes. I don't care how big your truck is, they bring you to a grinding halt. Another one in bushes right there in the path. Not that one. That one. See if I can go this way around and avoid that. I can avoid one hole, it makes it worthwhile. Oh, really? Well, keep in mind there's a gigantic freaking rock in the way. This didn't totally destroy anything. I need is an endless supply of concrete slabs to fill in that other hole. Just drive straight through town. Another promotion, rank 16. Great job. Hope you found a good route to move supplies on your run. We need to set camp up ASAP. 2,000 XP, $10,000 cash. Alright. That's my bridge. 2 concrete slabs. And they're getting picked up way over there. Oh, look, a prototype exploration unit. Just what nobody wanted. Oh, what do I want to drive over there with? We're going to accept that. I think Rocket Out was the, yep. Move the 745C up to the rock slide. That'll probably be the one that we do next, right? Complete, moving up the mountain, yes. Hold on, back to the garage. We need to go over and get that. Wasn't there a trailer over there? We got a trailer store there, but what's this trailer? Oh, that's the prototype. Gooseneck. Scout flatbed. Don't worry, I'll get us into the garage here shortly. Take that off. Put the crane on. And low saddle. Sam can't decide if he wants to wake up from this nap or not. There it is. course, I know it would hold me up that time. I'm still caught on that tree. There we go. I just like to pick on trucks. This is unlimited over here. I'm going to take a couple of throw in that pit just to make it easier getting back and forth across it. Of course it's not unlimited. There's a prototype exploration. Sure, I'm going to need that last one out of there for something. Can't really take it, just throw it in the hole. Come on, buddy. Not so sure that I can drive. Trying to get a glimpse of what we got here, see if I can get back across this way, but I don't think I can. So I gotta go up over there to the left. It's only because I put myself in a gear where I couldn't just back up. hearing. All right, guys. Well, if you want to see me get out of this predicament, you're going to have to come back tomorrow. Because this is where we're going to call it a stream. Interesting spot to decide to call it a stream. And it'll be a lot of fun to get out of here. Because I don't know that I can. And if you liked what you seen, hit that like button. If you really like what you see, feel free to share, comment, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Until then, we will see you next time. And as far as what time tomorrow, it will either be 6 or 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And please don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when I go live.